I I just got to ask you, David Jolly, having served in the U.S. House of Representatives, the idea that you have a colleague that you won't introduce yourself to, but you also won't ask to resign is really sort of an interesting dichotomy.
That's true, Alicia. So let's start with the serious and go to the absurd. The serious is this, and I'm sure anyone who has served, including Castro, understands this. When you take the oath, when you are either in the Congress or the cabinet or the White House, wherever you are, there's this moment where you realize you hold the public trust. And the serious issue here is that George Santos is in no position to hold the public trust. And so that's why everybody's looking for a remedy, right? There's nothing he can do really to earn the trust of the public that he's now been sworn in to represent. And that's the injury to the Congress and to our republic. The absurd is this. He also was the deciding vote that gave Kevin McCarthy the speakership. Understand, this isn't hyperbole. If Santos had not been seated, those 5 members that switched to present in the middle of the night would not have been enough. One of them would have had to vote for Kevin McCarthy to replace the absent George Santos. So the fact that Comer and about 8 other Republican members right now are saying, hey, this guy's no good, we don't want him in our caucus, it's a week too late. I mean, honestly, it's hard to even give them credit for calling that out. At the end of the day, Santos will serve for 2 years until he's voted out, or should he be indicted and ultimately convicted, the House would then have reason to kick him out.
I am grateful for you, David Jolly, for returning us to the seriousness of this matter, because it is sometimes easy, I will admit, to get caught up in the absurdity of it all. But I agree, Julian, when the former congressman uses the word injury, because that is, in fact, what is happening here, not just to, Santos's constituents who thought they were voting for one person or getting quite another, to the institution itself, but I think sort of also to our body politic writ large. There's a strategist describing Santos as, quote, a directionless person who found in politics a grifter's paradise. It says something to me about sort of this Trump hangover period where the bar has been set so low that something like this is passable within the Republican Party.
Yeah, I mean, look, you ask a lot of regular folks before Donald Trump, but especially today after Donald Trump, a lot of people think, oh, all politicians are crooks. They're all dishonest. They all, do what they have to gain power. And of course, that's not true. Most people in public service are honorable and try to do the right thing and so forth. But George Santos has really become, just like Donald Trump, I think, the worst example of somebody that seems to justify people's low faith and confidence in the integrity of people who run for office and people who hold office. And that in and of itself does damage to the body politic. It does damage to our democracy. It's also doing damage to the Republican Party. There's no question. And I agree with David as well, that all of the pronouncements by Republicans in Congress and also there in New York over the last few days, I mean, you're a little late. Right. You're like very, very late to this. And the longer that George Santos stays there, the longer all of this damage happens to the body politic and especially to the Republican Party.